Since 2007, Fireball Run has been the most epic adventure rally in America. This is the real story of 40 teams as they embark upon a gripping and emotional 8-day, 2,500-mile life-size trivia game where America is the game board. They come from all over. Some are celebrities, some are executives, some could be your neighbors. On the run, everyone is equal. There's no $1 million prize. It's all for bragging rights, a greater cause, and a plastic road sign. And they'll do anything for that road sign.
Parkinson, who has for the last 4 years done the Fireball Run with me, has really been an inspiration to me. I feel the love in her that I have in missing kids, looking for them, and being in the Fireball Run. We met in 2008, and we've been a team ever since. Tomorrow we're going to be in El Centro, California. The love of my life, I hope, will say yes when I propose to her in front of my family, my best friend, all the Fireballers. And when we come home at the end of the Fireball Run, I will be a married man. This is the person I'm going to go to the future with, Reba and Doc.
Everybody, welcome to the wonderful city of El Centro, California. We are so grateful for your community and the outpouring of love and the excitement that we had out here. I want to thank you for pulling it off, for doing what very few communities can do and show us a traditional and cultural experience that Fireball Run so much enjoys. Give it up for these folks here, and let's get on to a wonderful evening, our final evening, day 7, in the Fireball Run Adventure Rally. Thank you. I think you have a few words to say, correct, before we get started?
I don't know how to do this, Jay. I love you with all my heart. I always have. I always will. You're my fireballer for life. Reba Parkinson, will you marry me?
Dearly beloved, we're gathered here today in the presence of these fireballers to join Paul Nye and Reba Claire Parkinson in matrimony, commended to be honorable among all. By the power vested in me by the Universal Life Church, the state of California, and the Fireball Run, I now pronounce you husband and wife, time car owners in life. You may now kiss the bride. I present you Mr. and Mrs. Nye.
Look over there and smile. You got it? You were listening. I gotta admit, that's a first. I got TP'd. An awesome thing to have happen from your friends. I feel the love.
We are in day 8 in beautiful downtown El Centro, California, and we are just about ready to leave to go on to our finish line, Riverside, California. So come on, join the fun on the last day of the Fireball Run.
I'll tell you that the week was such a whirlwind, I cannot remember what we did.
Last night was an amazing experience. Being able to be with our best friends for the last 2 weeks.
But it was definitely epic.
It's day number 8, the final leg of the Fireball Run Adventure Rally. All stars and movie cars. We're in downtown El Centro, California. Do you love El Centro? Yeah! We're going on the Riverside, so Fireballers, to your vehicles!
All right, boys and girls, last day, let's make it count.
The Fireballers are in their vehicles, so America, let's roll! Incorporated in 1913, Banning, California originally served as a stagecoach stop between Arizona and LA, and it is where Irving Berlin wrote the classic song White Christmas. Upon arrival, locate a famous Victorian ranch museum, and then, amongst an array of pioneer and gold rush antiquities, take seat in a rare restored real stagecoach. Mission value 80 points.
Hi, I'm Herb Spencer, and we're at the Gilman Ranch House Museum. This stagecoach was collected by a group of men and bought in 1911 for $7,000. And the drivers are going to sit right here on this stagecoach inside.
Wow, this is cool. Isn't this the neatest thing?
Hi-ho, Silva. We just got in it, had our picture taken.
It was originally found under a tree in El Monte, California for an astounding $11,000, and someone restored it for $60,000. Bill's dad was a collector of carriages, so it's kind of cool that we got to come sit in a carriage. It really brings it all home. Thank you so much. It was very nice to meet you.
One could say Banning is experiencing a real renaissance. This next mission will have you running like a dog to a resort most famous for blueberry facials, and their clientele seems to be lapping up the luxury. Adventure to this pampering palace where one of you will relax while the other scrubs. Now don't forget to fetch a photo of your co-driver's exfoliating experience. Mission value 80 bones.
I think we're about to give a blueberry facial to a dog. Should be pretty interesting.
Who wanted a big dog?
He wants a big dog.
Oh. So this one, which one? Well,
Yeah. Give him there.
There's another one that looks exactly like it.
Miss my dog more than my wife.
this is a blueberry facial. It is actually made with blueberry extracts. It's a whitener and a brightener. So what you're going to do is just apply it to his face, just like that.
Okay.
And massage it in. Just gently massage. Massage it in, just like you're giving him.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Nervous. Is this customer dogs?
Good boy. You have a little bit more. Get him really blue. Really blue. I love you.
Look at the face on this one.
Oh,
you're
look how
so
she's relaxing
sweet.
over there.
Oh,
She's loving
baby.
this. Hold that shot. Hold that shot.
Hi, Fireball Run.
Good girl, baby.
So Shay just gave a facial to a dog.
Todd, my new boyfriend.
I don't think
He looks
liked
very
it.
handsome. He is. He's
like
very
it.
handsome.
But you can
I
try
trained
to
him. That was fun though. That was cute.
right,
I
we
want to
have
take
8
Todd
minutes.
home with me.
I need my space to call my own, space to roam away from home, space for galaxies of fun, space for splashing in the sun, space for wondrous sights to see, space for you and space for me. I need my space.
Florida's Space Coast, your space for fun.
Over 2,000 scorching relics are on display at this next Banning, California mission, ranging from really hot production props to rather rare red wagons. Head to this historic hotspot, but whatever you do, don't yell, "Fire!" While on location, you'll have white glove access to a bucket once owned by President John Quincy Adams, and then step on set with some Hollywood wardrobe from Gangs of New York. When those tasks have been completed, get hosed one more time before the riverside finish. Blasting by this passage control location would send 160 points up in flames. We're in Banning, California at the Fire Memories Museum. I love old fire trucks, so I am in my big time glory. Let's go in.
I said, Jesus, it's a fire!
How does this thing work?
It's just a shirt.
Oh.
Let's go.
Bill.
You gotta score it.
Give me. What do you need him for?
That's right. What do I need him for?
Yeah, and I get your uniform afterwards.
Okay, walk with me.
I look like Leonardo?
Yeah, kinda, a little bit.
This bucket came from the John Quincy Adams family. Wow, it's all leather. That's amazing.
Why did I thought it would be a little heavier?
Made out of leather.
So she's dried out over the years.
John Quincy Adams.
So this is how they put fires out in 1790. That's
They didn't put too many of them out. But they did.
That's right. They
look busy, right?
But there it is. There's where the bucket brigade comes from.
That is amazing. That is amazing.
This fire truck was actually sent over from Britain to America right after 9/11, and it's dedicated to the fire department that they sent it over to here in America from Britain.
Get ready to pump the water.
Not enough?
Come on, open it!
We've had a great time in Banning, California at the Fire Memories Museum, and I tell you what, we are off to Riverside. The game is almost over. However, before finishing this epic road trip, you must find an Inland Empire location known for its uplifting artifacts. Here, you will pair up with a scant blackbird. This record-breaking bird can fly to altitudes of over 85,000 feet at speeds beyond 2,200 miles per hour. Fireball Run teams have been granted the absolutely unheard-of privilege to jump into the pilot seat of an SR-71 Blackbird. If that wasn't rare enough, you'll also hold a fragment from a Japanese Zero aircraft shot down over Pearl Harbor, followed by a meeting with a heroic survivor of the day that lives in infamy. Then head into the exhibit hall where yet another rare moment awaits. Classified access between you and Jimmy Stewart's flight jacket from the film Strategic Air Command. Before taking off to your final missions, find the actual F-15 aircraft crewed by the United States Air Force Crew Chief Jay Sanchez, the executive producer of the Fireball Run. Get a photo of each activity for a total 80 jet-setting points.
Hello, young lady!
Hi, I'm Patricia Korzek, Director of Marchfield Air Museum here in Riverside, California. We're really excited to have the Fireball Run here today. We have something very exciting planned. First, they're going to get a chance to interact with the fastest plane ever built, the SR-71. And then they're going to have an opportunity to hold in their hands an actual artifact from Pearl Harbor, a piece of a Japanese Zero aircraft, which is usually behind a glass case.
Have you flown this?
I've flown wing on it, but never flown it.
All right, now.
Step on the seat. There you go.
Okay. Thanks, you guys. All right, this is the fastest airplane ever built. You can fly from Los Angeles to Washington in 1 hour.
That is cool.
Now you're going to go down over there to see the Pearl Harbor survivor.
If you came out for us, I am absolutely going to shake your hand.
Frank Verano.
Frank, absolute pleasure. Pleasure to meet you, sir.
He was on the USS Detroit on December 7th, 1941.
Wow.
Thank you for coming today and doing this for us. We really appreciate it.
So this is off of a Japanese aircraft that they found on the USS Raleigh.
Virgil, thank you for your service. God bless. Thank you for helping out on this.
It's a pleasure. I'm so sorry we have to rush. I would love to hear some of the stories. Thank you very much.
This is Jimmy's jacket?
This is Jimmy's jacket.
Yeah.
Got it. Got
Thank you,
it.
ma'am. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thanks, y'all, for doing all this. We really appreciate it.
That's an F4. I got $2,000 for that one.
Producer Jay Sanchez. We're out here with Fireball Run, and we're at March Airfield in Riverside. When I was in the Air Force, I was an F-15 crew chief, and come to discover, this is an aircraft I actually worked on. Right there is the jet fuel starter. This is the little mini engine that starts the two larger engines in this F-15 right here. And here it is at a museum for everybody to enjoy. I was really kind of emotional, and it just really got to me, so it's pretty cool.
We wish the Fireball Run luck on their endeavors. It was great that they were able to experience some of the unique artifacts that make our museum very special.
For years, our customers have called us vintners. They've called us wine masters. They've even called us businessmen. But for 4 generations, above all, we have called ourselves a family. We invite you to join our family, the official wine of the Fireball Run. Visit us at starhillwinery.com.
From 1957 to 1989, the Riverside International Raceway was the home to many history-defining races in the automotive arena, from NASCAR to drag to IndyCar. If it raced in Riverside. This motoring museum has ties to the legendary Cannonball Baker Sea to Shining Sea Memorial Trophy Dash, aka the Cannonball Run. American racing legend Dan Gurney's record-setting journey from New York to Redondo Beach, California took just 35 hours and 53 minutes. Today, this original cannonballer and winner of the 24 Hours of Le Mans has allowed you to take seat in his 1969 Formula One Eagle, currently on display at Ray and Doug's Museum. After that, you'll get to fire up another Cannonballer's Formula race car. Tony Adamowicz won the 1968 Trans Am Under 2-Liter Championship, and of all things, a Porsche. Then he rallied Can-Am and Formula 5000. Now don't you get too revved up on his uber rare Maserati MC12. Before rolling out of this place, don't forget to get to request your last mission envelope and take photos in the 2 vehicles for a total of 80 adrenaline-rushing points.
Hello, I'm Douglas Magnan, founder and president of the Riverside International Automotive Museum. It's fantastic to welcome the Fireball Run here to Riverside. The teams have the opportunity to get into a couple of very unique vehicles here in our museum.
We are in, look at this, look around, the Riverside Raceway Museum. There it is. Maserati, picture in the GT.
The Ford GT has an incredible tie-in to Riverside. The Ford GT is an homage to the Ford GT40 race car of the early 60s. The Ford GT40 was tested, perfected, refined at Riverside Raceway throughout its whole racing career with Ford.
That's how we roll, Riverside. Wow!
This is a 1969 Formula 5000 open race car. This car won the '69 championship, piloted by none other than Tony Adamowicz. Tony Adamowicz has won 2 championships in vintage class on behalf of the museum.
You video? That's right, baby! That's how we do it, Riverside!
It was great hosting the participants of the Fireball Run here at the Riverside International Automotive Museum. We wish everybody the best of luck and the greatest stay here in Riverside.
This final Fireball Run epic mission is at the awe-inspiring Mission Inn Hotel and Museum, the largest mission revival building in America. Its original proprietor, Frank Miller, was quite the eccentric. Miller traveled the world collecting unusual and eclectic treasures to showcase at his hotel. Construction of this massive mission lasted over 30 years. Contained within the walls are millions of dollars in uncommon and obscure artifacts. Go now deep into Frank's ultra-secret private catacombs. Here you will have the unrealistically rare opportunity to physically hold a fragment of Amelia Earhart's Lockheed Electra twin-engine aircraft, which crashed in Honolulu on March 20th, 1937. Don't forget to return to the scorekeepers with photographic proof you held these antiquities for 80 powerful points. We are here at the amazing Mission Inn in Riverside, California. Joining me is the Director of Sales and Marketing for the Mission Inn, the beautiful Kaya. Hi, Kaya, how are you?
I'm fantastic, how are you?
Well, thank you for being such gracious host. The Fireballers are going to have an extra special mission here, okay? So can you tell us about it?
Well, I could tell you, but actually, I think it'd probably be better if I show you. Want to take a walk with me?
Sweet, let's go.
downstairs in the catacombs, you guys.
Yes,
yeah.
that's-
Go right down the center, make a left at the table, and go downstairs. Cheers. Go, 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 go.
What do we got here now?
And this is a piece of Amelia Earhart's plane from her flight that went down in Hawaii.
It was donated by Brigadier Yount to the Hutchings, which were Frank Miller's daughter and her husband,
Where did they find the remains?
in Hawaii, where it crashed.
You're going to get to touch a piece of history here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, that's so cool!
I get to touch a piece of history right here.
We gotta
I
finish.
get to do this every day. This is epic. This is why we're on the Fireball Run. Things like this. Days like today.
This is a piece from Amelia Earhart's
When did they recover it?
on March 20th, 1937, when her plane crashed in Hawaii.
This is 1937 from Flying Laboratory Lockheed, damaged in Honolulu, March 1937, Amelia Earhart. Presented by
Brigadier Yount. He's the
Number-
gentleman who got the piece.
number 55. Very, very nice.
Look at that. Man, I'm shaking.
Look
That
up.
is a piece of history. Amelia Earhart.
My goodness. I can't believe I'm holding this.
Another piece of history. I held so many pieces of history today, it's not even funny. And that's something you can't do that. You can't touch this. That's part of Fireball Run. You get the epic. This is definitely epic.
It never ceases to amaze me what we experience on the Fireball Run. And here we are at the Mission Inn with part of an airplane that belonged to the great Amelia Earhart. Kaya, thank you so much for
That's
this
my
experience. I appreciate it.
You've made it this far, but one thing you don't want to miss is Fireball Run's epic citywide parade finish. Fireball Run is now transitioning from a life-size game into a full-scale, highly choreographed production. And this show rolls with or without you at exactly 4:01 p.m. for its emotional and seriously triumphant red carpet parade finish. Get ready, Fireballers, because all of Riverside is waiting on you.
I know the roads ahead now, out here without a friend now. All he wanted was to get to the goal, so adrenaline kicks in, encendida yo voy porque vive, vive Fireball. Y la gente está llegando, todo el mundo está gozando. Come on, let's go Fireball. I'm gonna yield to no one. I'm gonna step on it good. You're gonna live porque you're gonna live when the cops are behind you. Encendida me